Hello everyone, this is the next part of Vanheim. So, I decided to start this bit off with basically some data that I had accumulated over the course of the game. Players like to, send pictures to one another about battle reports and such things. And I find it is very useful to collect this stuff. For example, this is a picture, in case it's not obvious, that I got from Mickland. I basically was saying, like, hey, let's trade maps. Let's see, I'll basically tell you what's going on to the east of me, which I did. I said, like, here's where Pythium is, here's where Agartha is, here's where Zabalba is. And he sent me this in response. Obviously, very useful to determine, like, oh, here's where exact stuff is. Now, it's obviously not precisely accurate. As we saw last game, Nabah actually owns this stuff, not Abyssia. But, Mictlan owns over here, which is interesting. What's also interesting is this stuff. This up here was left in the screenshot. Just an interesting little tidbit. I always cut this section out because it can give players just an idea of what's going on with me, if I'm weak, if I'm strong. What I learned from this is Mictlan is doing okay. Like his expansion is probably good. I don't know if it's like incredible, but his income is not really that far below mine. He's got some decent site searching going on, picking up a variety of gems, obviously. Yeah, so, and this is the next picture I got. Roughly similar time span. This is from Man. Again, we can see his income and such things. This is Zabalba's Bless that I received. So this is the interesting picture that really I wanted to show. Just so if you recall that big army that Pythium had, so Pythium sat that army in place. He did not move it when the turn rotated, and then Agartha walked in. So Agartha is the aggressor in this conflict, and this is Pythium's province defense. I believe this image was sent to me directly. I don't know if it was posted in like a global Discord chat between all the players. I don't think it was. But anyway, yeah, so obviously Pythium took some casualties here, as did Agartha, losing 10 shard guards. These like worm troglodytes are pretty expensive. They're pretty darn expensive, so losing 10 of them that's not easy. But look at the kills, 123. So almost the entirety of Pythium's army is dead. And importantly, he put down 30 province defense. He just like fucking like slammed down 1,000 gold. I did not calculate that, just sort of feeling that to be correct. On this one province, maybe not 1,000, maybe like 500 or something, and they're gone. So if I turn off display capture, and we can see this is the region where the battle took place. I unfortunately did not have my own scouting report there. Otherwise, of course, I would have just shown you the battle. But sometimes it pays to do diplomacy because you can get useful information like that stuff. So, yeah, Agartha, Pythium, obviously at war. I was able to take these provinces without incident. I'm actually recruiting a barbarian chief in this province because I want to build a fort here. I feel like this is a strategic, important zone for the upcoming future. Nothing here really of interest. Building a castle here, continuing to recruit humans. Now I'm actually recruiting the Einhir, a pretty deceptively good unit with Berserker 5. That's a lot of Berserk. I'm actually trying to take this throne this turn with just this stuff, just a bunch of elves. We'll see how it goes, if I'm able to overwhelm the defenses there. And I was able to take this province. And now the full scope of Marignon's killing is recognizable. If you recall the image that I had on screen, Marignon was like occupying, somewhere around here, these regions, and Ind is, and Marignon's over here somewhere. Ind is somewhere in the middle, so Ind is kind of getting, the rough end of it. Oh yeah, let's check out the arena battle. So there was only two conflicts. Some, subprime mortgages. And then, am I gonna die in the arena? We'll see. Yeah, you're gonna die in the arena to this barely living man and his horse. Not a good trade. I mean, great for Vanarus. And then Jotunheim attacked with a his prophet, actually. Oh, his prophet's mute. His damn prophet's mute, so he can't even claim thrones with it. Also, this is his bless, by the way. I think I already knew what his bless was. Like, I was sent the image regarding his bless, but yeah. The giant wins. I mean, it's to be expected. He's got regeneration, so Al Gore has picked up the Champion's Trident, as usually is awarded as a prize. There was a lot of battles, actually. Yeah, so here I am killing the underwater guys. This is me fighting the barbarians, actually losing a van. I mean, it's 41 barbarians, although it looks like I lost one. It's the Undying thing again. Yeah, killing guys there, killing guys there. Here's Marignon just annihilating some Amazonian women. You can see his bless here. So he actually has a little mini thug with this guy. Just waiting for him to cast his blessing. So here's his bless. As expected, it's a hell bless. It's the same shit that I'm doing. Nothing really to say there. Just makes these sacred units of his very good. Not as good as mine, I don't think. But he actually is swimming, interestingly enough, as part of his bless. Pretty smart choice, if I have to say. There's a lot of rivers on this map. Yeah, I mean, he just runs them over. And here we have Abyssia fighting another bunch of independents. Oh yeah, this is one of his heroes, isn't it? Oh man, he is messed up. He's actually recruited some humans. Not a good idea, because these humans are just going to get melted by the heat aura that all Abyssians radiate. So if these guys don't just like evaporate on contact, yeah, they'll even run away. So. Anyway, Abyssia smashed him. And this is a battle with Zabalba. Yeah, so he must have been combining his forces here. So this is the Frog Bless. It's regeneration, and then a couple resistances. Pretty strong, Regeneration is a powerful bless effect, and these are a lot of barbarians. Oh, but he just immediately routs them. They didn't even, that wasn't even a real fight. But even so, there were still a couple casualties. A couple goblins bit the dust. Lost 287 gold. Random events. The dormant pretender gods are awakening, and there is a new man prophet, because I guess the old one passed on. So the situation has not changed too much. I'm sending these units around because I imagined Agartha was in this region. I did not really know where Agartha was fully. I'm actually sneaking these guys back here to pick up these units. And I'm taking this, oh, not this Vanjar, I'm taking this dwarf, and I'm going to start site searching over here, which I don't know why I didn't do that last turn. I didn't get construction too, so whatever. Yeah, site searching with this dwarf. I will have Jade Sorceress next turn. I'm building these Jade Maidens because they're sacred, so they're pretty good for me. It's another source of abusing even my powerful Bless that I took. But yeah, just like moving around, moving through Pythium stuff. My thinking at this point really was like, hey, maybe I gotta help Pythium because Agartha just took some serious casualties, but so did Pythium. And if one of them has to die, I think I'd rather wipe out Agartha. Agartha could do more serious damage to me. But then why the hell am I sending this guy back? What is the point of this? To research? Why did I move? What the hell is he doing? What am I doing? Why is this guy coming back? Oh, I'm recruiting a commander here to build a fort because I just have way too much money. I have a cartoonish amount of wealth. And provably, yes, there is in fact Miquelin's forces over here, and he has a second fort on this very strategically essential zone, you know, cutting off Abyssia's ability to invade him, really. Has to slam through this island and then into this fort. Pretty smart positioning. But he also has another fort back here with a temple. So Miquelin worrisomely seems to know exactly what he is trying to do. Oh yeah, I mean, I ran into Marignon over here. So I imagine that's definitely an element that Marignon is taking or abusing against Ind, is that Marignon can just easily slip over all of these waterways, and there's so many of them, but because he's only using sacred units and they all can cross rivers, you know, it's pretty nice. That's a pretty good advantage. Oh, and also worst fears confirmed. In fact, Nabah is over here, but because of this weird cliff face, I don't think he actually can get to 142. Even though it's hot here, it's not hot here. There's no heat. No heat, no cold scales. So I don't think he can actually cross it. So I might be able to snatch that away from him before he can get it. But, I mean, you saw Nabah's like all the way down here. So Nabah is huge. They are really big. They have a lot of provinces. They might even have more than I do. Is there anything else happening on this turn? No, I'm just continuing to foolishly move my units around. Sort of just waiting for Agartha or Pythium to do something. I mean, that was a good battle, but it's just kind of far away from all my units. I don't know why though. Why am I moving this guy back? I should be moving them here to these provinces to just like take them because it's free. Maybe my thinking is I just wanted scouts on every single province Pythium had so I could see exactly what he was doing. I don't know. Just don't know what I was thinking. If I had to do it again, yeah, I mean, as I said, I would just be using these units to infiltrate and get ready for a big a big flip of his country. Maybe, no, I don't, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, we shall see what became a result of my actions anyway. That's the end of this part.